Hello, folks. The IPL is beginning. How to use the IPL for preparing for CAT. And so I'm laughing because the IPL is a recent phenomenon, recent enough for 18, 20 years, or whatever window it has been on for. And so when I was preparing for JEE or the CAT, the World Cups or the Championship, they used to be the big thing. And so I still remember the 96 World Cup was when I was preparing for my JEE Cricket World Cup. And there was a fantastic India-Pakistan quarterfinal. I think it was scheduled to be there, Chinnaswamy, Bangalore.
Great competitor, Amir Sohail, and here you see him arguing with the bowler or telling him what he's doing.
Well, that's the answer. That's the best way you can answer a batsman. Venkatesh Prasad has clean bowled Amir Sohail.
So we were all keyed up. So we went and it was a day-night match. It clashed directly with our math class. So with all the cockiness of typical 16-year-olds, we went to our professor and told him, sir, this comes in once in 4 years. Our classes happen once every week. Can we defer it or cancel it? Or very gently we threw it to him. He was stunned. He was shocked to his very core. First, he looked at it with mild disappointment, which kind of automatically morphed into disgust. I still remember his words. My mother on deathbed, I taken classes. You bloody well done it. And so, which was actually true. He had not cancelled classes when his mom was properly struggling. And we blundered into thinking, look, this was a really big deal and it happened once in 4 years and all that. So it stuck a mark with me that he took it so seriously, so should we. Okay. So I'm going to start with that context. So the IPL is a fun thing. Roll with it, go with the journey, enjoy it, watch it, all of that. But don't make it one overwhelmingly crucial big presence in your life that it crushes everything else or your routines or rhythms for preparation. Right? So now, how do we use it for preparation? What happens here? Right? So all of us are motivated by myriad things. Right? So for me, sometimes the grand mission, vision, and motivation doesn't work. And working towards creating better mathematical content for the next generation is a theme, and I'm inspired by it. That's a grand vision that I have. But it doesn't really help in making me have a spell of 2 hours a day. Right? So sometimes I use cheat codes. I'll say, look, I have this beautiful football match highlights that I have lined up. So I'll do these 10 questions, set them up, create a mock, and then go and watch that. Or I'll give myself, have an ice cream if I achieve something really good, which is why I'm not in proper shape. But the micro incentives, small bonuses, little milestones on the way, they're good. So if you're really big on cricket and you follow IPL with passion, you should tell yourself, look, tonight there's a wonderful match that I want to watch. That will be my reward for finishing this topic. I'll wake up early in the morning at 5:30, finish it off by 7, come back from whatever I need to do, work from 6:30 to 8, then watch the match. The subtext being then and only then watch the match. That could be something that you set milestones for and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And so these are the kind of the austerity. Don't get carried away with this thing, and the how do I keep intermediate milestones. Thematically, I think a lot of preparing for competitive exams and preparing for sport are linked. Both speak to a lot of elements of preparation. Both speak to high intense pressure situation. Both speak to being under one scanner and analyzing yourself and improving. And so very similar. If so sometimes you look at a cricketer and he's choking in the 19th over. He's not laying bat on ball. And then you take a mock and you've done 6 into 5 is 35. Then you realize, look, this is similar. I will never do 6 into 5 is 35. But in that exam, in that minute, I did do 6 into 5 is 35. It can happen to the very best of us under a certain set of situations. And so that is to link that. So therefore the preparation is also very much like that. So a lot of the guys who are preparing for the IPL, they've started their fitness preparations long ago. And fitness preparation is what goes onto the background. Do I have it in me physically to run, push, sprint, dive, jog? leap, sprint, dive into finishing a race, carry a bat for 3 hours, bowl really fast, land on my foot time after time after time. That fitness is like getting yourself ready. So doing a ton of questions, reading a million books. That's a backdrop. You can have a wonderful ability to time the ball, a fabulous ability to really make good connection. If your base level fitness is not there, you're going to get cooked. So that is one element of long term, keep it going preparation. Then comes the individual parts, and especially now the IPL teams have amped up their preparation. And so 25 years ago, preparation was like playing nets, analyzing your strengths, having a chat with the coach, doing 2 rounds of jogging and leaving. Now they do a ton of specific preparation. They talk about matchup, they talk about power hitting, range hitting, hustling, all kinds of things for batsmen. For bowlers, it's slower one, Yorkers, so specific skill sets. They narrow in and then hone them to a T. So you have to say, look, this is my strength. Venn diagram is my strength. I'll do 14 questions on Venn diagram this month or this week, and then say, look, I'm the king of Venn diagrams. You give me a question with thing, I'm there. I will crack it one way or the other. So it's like nailing 6 Yorkers in an over, getting that skill set going. But it's something the teams have amped up really. And when we guys were preparing for competitive exams, we didn't prepare like that. When we guys were preparing for competitive exams, the cricket players, they're not half as fit, half as focused, half as specific, half as keen on honing very specific skill sets. No chance. They were not ready. The final chunk is about how they think about the match situation, how they think about stimulating that context and practicing with it. How do they have training matches which says 2 hours 22 to win, with specific fields and specific type of bowlers. How they train for match conditions ahead of this and visualize themselves in the field, in the zone, and they do that, which is what you'll need to do towards the end of your preparation. Take a lot of mocks and do that. So the training drill these people have is fantastic. And so these days the fitness drills, the specific skill set drills, the stimulation drills, all 3 are brilliant. You will have to create your parallel structures. So your fitness drills is tons of practice questions, lots of reading. Your specific skill set building drills like range hitting or Yorker bowling. For us, for our world, for CAT preparation world, it is going to be getting to know inequalities really well, para-jumble really well, Venn diagrams really well. That match situation being contrived and you're practicing for that is a bunch of mocks. And so the pressure cooker environment is very similar. And so in fact, lots of times when I'm preparing for a competitive exam and I do mocks and take exams, and you do the mocks on YouTube and all that, the week after that, the 10 days after that, I'm extremely kind to cricketers and footballers when I watch one sport. I realize that when I take a mock and 20 people know my score or I'm looking at my score, I make unimaginably silly mistakes. So the pressure these guys might be facing is an order of magnitude larger, exponentially higher. So it is very much possible that the most well-trained, ridiculously intense, perfectly professional guy can't time a ball off the 30-yard circle on that day because of whatever happens. And I somehow if I take a serious mock and I mess up in it, the next 2 weeks I'm not screaming at the TV and saying, "Oh no, what have I done?" I'm more kinder to them. So it helps us view them in more human, fallible forms, vulnerable forms even. So which is also nice. Right? So it's not. So we don't. We're so much in screaming our lungs off and hating one player or the other. And so enjoy the IPL. I'm not going to prescribe austerity and say stay away from it. CAT is a while away, so some months away, and you can balance both. You cannot say I'll sacrifice all elements of fun and only prepare for an exam. Figure out your ways of balancing these things well. Best wishes for you.